She is using her avatar. Thank you all for joining me. Y'all, if you want to see Candy K loud, live, and in person, smile and all, the smile is still there. But if you want to see me loud, live, in person, friends, baby, it's cold outside. But Candy K is coming to you later today with a prize wheel for Candy K's crew members and friends. Who knows what might happen? It's going to be open to the public because we want all the friends to win, because a lot of folks are snowed in, iced in. Friends, I opened my blinds and bam, search engine optimization was on my mind, friends. Yes, absolutely. Yes. So thank you all for joining in. Thank you all for staying locked in. Kitty K is getting it together, friends, for the people. And it's all about search engine optimization. We've been on this topic for the last couple of shop talks, and y'all, the conversation continues because, hey, it's time to level up in 2026. SEO, S is in Sam, E is in egg, O is in octopus. SEO stands for search engine optimization. What it means is that you're putting the strategies that YouTube recommends that we use, we are actually putting those into practice as action items so that we can get the results that we want to grow our channels to and through full monetization. That's what we are doing, friends. It is monetization and beyond. Drop that in the chat for me. Hashtag beyond in the chat, because that's where we're going. We're looking at where our channel is now. We're implementing the SEO strategies so that we can get the result. Monetization and beyond. Don't forget, we always do our channel parade at the end of the stream. And I'm going to start giving I'm going to try some few things, okay? I'm leveling up. Welcome in, Jerry G. Thank you, Jerry G. Y'all is meeting his milestones. He'll tell you that. Welcome in, Jerry G. Good morning, friend. We are optimizing and we are leveling up. It's our guy. It's Kyle Vlog. Kyle is leveling up. Kyle, I see that you tweaked that channel name. It almost looked like you had some typos in there before, but right now it is exactly where we need it to be. It's Kyle Vlog's channel. Kyle Vlog channel is in the building. Gemini Diva says, beyond, hashtag beyond. It's Michelle's Mirror. Got you locked in there, Michelle. You want to make sure you check out the channel parade today, Michelle. I've got you in that parade. We want to welcome in Vicky's World, two moms. Hey there, Simply Debbie Sue. I am so glad to see so many creators checking in, friends, checking in with us today, because that means I thank you, the Low Carb Queen, for helping me do that mic check and helping me to do that channel check to make sure that those friends, if you are on the landscape mode, meaning that this is covering your full screen. If you don't see two bars along the side, then that means you're in the landscape mode and you're in the right mode for you to drop your channel link. Go ahead and drop your channel link. I'll put those keywords in the chat. Thank you, Kyle, for supporting that as well. Put Candy K's keyword in the chat. I just put mine in there so that I could drop my own channel link. Okay, that's what we can do. That's what we mean when we say collaborate, connect, and grow. This is a connect and grow space. Friends, we want to welcome in the Low Carb Queen, Azaleen. Azaleen is in the building. Azaleen, tell me, am I saying it? I'm pronouncing it right now. Please tell me. Give us some phonetics, Azaleen. Azaleen Original, y'all. She's back for 2026. Friends, in all of her glory. Great content over there, Azaleen. I hope I'm saying your name correctly, because I realize now, friend, I have been saying it for the entirety of the time I knew you. I've been saying it wrong. And so please forgive me, friend. Forgive me, friend. But it is Azaleen, and I want to say it the way that you say it, Azaleen. And that's the way your mama probably said it. So that's how we should say your name. I can't, y'all, it's just a personal thing professionally. When people don't honor your name, I will honor your name and say it the way that I want to honor your name and say it the way that you intend for it to be said, the way your mama said it. That's that's what I try to do. That's the way that I show respect for people and for their channel. Yes, low carb queen and Lorna, my good buddy Lorna, say that they have a front seat today, baby. Yes, yes. Okay, y'all have to check out Low Carb Queen, friends. She had a live stream, and y'all, in all of these conditions, she was out there, y'all, going on a full-fledged errand run, full-fledged, multiple stores, multiple stores. She went to the Walgreens, then she went to the Food Line. They didn't have what she wanted, and she had the audacity to go over there to the Aldi's and picked up things at every store. And then came home and fixed breakfast. That's the way you give the people what they want to see. That's the way you take the people to the streets with you. That's the way you level up in 2026. Y'all, I want to make sure I honor all the content creators in the collective. And even if you're thinking about becoming a content creator, stick and stay, friends. Friends, I'm going to pop right on over here, and I've got a poll going on the horizontal, and let's get a poll going over here for my friends over here on the vertical live stream. Welcome in, Poetic Tears. Welcome in, friend. Simply Debbie Sue on the vertical live stream as well. If you want to drop your channel link, I'm told that YouTube has done some tweaking to their systems, and you need to be on the landscape. So it looks like I see friends over here on this stream as well. It doesn't matter how you're locked in. You're locked in, and we're talking everything SEO, search engine optimization, search engine optimization. What is that, Kitty K? I'm so glad you asked. It is using the strategies to level up in 2026 to grow your channel, to get more views that you can then convert into new subscribers, to grow your channel to and through full monetization. Welcome in, friends. Welcome in. And then we got a poll question for everybody. Now, everybody has a poll question to respond to. Thank you all. Yeah, I'm seeing friends, and it is supposed to be integrating my chat, but it looks like it is not pulling everybody over. Simply Debbie Sue, I see you in on your mobile today, and I hope you're feeling really good. Moonjaro Journey with Pam. Moonjaro Journey with Pam. Pam, you just had a big interview. I don't know when you did that interview, but you had a big interview with a content creator. You know how I know? Because I was over there checking out your channel, because I'm trying to add you to the parade, friend. Yes, Poetic Tears. There she is. There's our friend, Poetic Tears. Welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Jerry G says he's leveling up. Congratulations on 850 subs. Y'all, let's push them over. Let's go ahead and get them to 900 today. Let's do that for our friend today. But do that only if you like the content. Check out the content, y'all, because we don't really tell you what to do, y'all. Okay? You can lead a content creator to the waters. Then they have to go on their own, right? Right? I wasn't gonna call y'all a horse. Moonjaro Journey with Pam. Was it not a masterclass in how to run a live stream? First of all, she is driving the car, never broke the camera angle. I mean, she's flipping it forward facing, backwards camera, friend, with a box of groceries. Moonjaro, that was a masterclass in how to handle a live stream and take the people. We outside, y'all. We outside, y'all. Learn. Here's our friend, beautiful I am God friend. Thank you. Yeah, I'm so happy that so many content creators are checking in with us today, because that lets me know that everyone is a-okay, because we forgot to weather a conditions literally blowing across the country. Yes, friends. Thank you all for checking in. So let's get started. It's everything we need to know about SEO. This is how you can level up in 2026. We've already done 15 of these, friends, but never fear, Candy Cake's got you covered, friends. But let's start with 16 with the new information for today. Okay. Everything is crispy and clear for us. So thank you all for being here. Thank you all for locking in. Thank y'all for staying locked to Candy K all day. Yes, very, very cool. As Kyle would say, very cool. And she's giving us pro tips about how to up our protein. Very protein packed. Anyway, I digress. Let's get back to SEO optimization, friends. You got friends. Collaborations are the way to go. And thank you, Low Carb Queen. I have to go back to Low Carb Queen because she just did it this morning. Friends, she ended her live stream and she reminded us, y'all, get on over there. I'm going over there to ShopTalk. Y'all join me there. Beat me there. She said, meet me there and beat me there. And thank you, Low Carb Queen. That's the way you collaborate and grow. Because one thing about it, can nobody be the Low Carb Queen and Lorna but the Low Carb Queen. And can't nobody be Candy K all day, but Candy K all day. Same thing for our good friend Poetic Tears. The same thing for Mujaro Journey with Pam. Only you can be you in these YouTube streets. So friends, collaborating with other content creators is the way to grow. Collaboration is the way to grow in the YouTube streets. The YouTube Partner Program and the YouTube Community Guidelines recommend it. That is why it's part of these SEO strategies for you to level up in 2026. And then, friends, we must do number 17. Search engine optimization strategy number 17 is whatever you do in these YouTube streets, make sure that you are following the YouTube community guidelines and the YPP, YouTube Partner Program Guidelines. Candy K, now you keep saying YPP. I've heard of the YouTube Community Guidelines, but what is YPP? Oh, I'm so glad that you asked. Friends, the YouTube Partner Program policies, well, YPP is where the money resides. YPP is where the money resides, Friends, those are the policies. That is the program that you are invited to membership in when you have reached initial monetization and full monetization. So you want to make sure that you always remain in compliance with the YouTube Partner Program policies for continued and initial and full monetization and continued monetization. People, they can rescind their invitation at any time for failure of you as the content creator to follow the YouTube Partner Program policies for initial monetization, for full monetization, and for continued monetization. Friends, make sure that you see, the thing about it is what folk do. This is how folks get their monetization rescinded, taken back, meaning their channel, their content is no longer monetized, because they walk over that line. There's a line in the sand, and you need to stay within the box called policy compliance. Being in compliance with the YouTube community guidelines and the YouTube Partner Program policies. You don't walk up to the line and step over it when and if you want to, saying, I did it before and I didn't get caught, I'm going to do it again. Friends, the supercomputers that drive the YouTube algorithms They are a system of network computers positioned all over the world. Remember that YouTube is a global network, a global social media, and we must all remain in compliance at all times. Don't stick that big toe over the line. If you do, you might find yourself with copyright strikes. You might find yourself with official warnings, or you might find yourself denied monetization. Or you might have your monetization, you might be rolling along for the first year or so without any problems. And then wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. We're taking back our monetization for your failure to follow YouTube community guidelines and YouTube partner program policy. Friend, you want to check out. If you haven't seen it, you want to use the link in the description box and go back to episode 66 of Shop Talk. We talked about it yesterday. Friends, thank you all for joining me. Thank you all for staying locked in. Look at that. Thank you, content creators. Thank you, friends. Thank you, friends. Thank you for being here. Let me make sure I get my friends up here on the screen. Great comments coming in from Mujaro, Journey with Pam. Pam says, question for the Content Creator Collective. That's us. If you are on this stream, friends, thank you for being here. Thank you for staying locked in. How do you all get 4,000 watch hours? Wow. Now, with all of your help, my watch hours have gone up 130 hours. Wow. Clap, clap, clap. Y'all. Hashtag Pam. Hashtag Pam in the chat. Hashtag Pam in the chat, y'all. She is celebrating, and she is celebrating wins with us. Watch hours have gone up by 130 hours. Yes. Okay, so Pam is talking about a very common issue. Friends, you have 365 days to reach monetization, okay? Using the watch hours gained on your long format videos and your live streams. I'll repeat that. You have 365 days to reach initial monetization and even full monetization. Okay. All in the same 365-day period. Should you not reach monetization in that 365-day period, on the 366th day, you will begin to lose the watch hours you already had under your belt, day by day, based on the upload date from when you first made that live stream or that video public. Every day beyond 365 days, if you are not already fully monetized, you will begin to lose the watch hours in the same order that you gain them, day by day. So it is important that you put forth these search engine optimization strategies, SEO, so that you can get to monetization, full monetization within that 365-day window. Or else you're just treading water. It's time to level up. So that was SEO tip 17, SEO strategy 17. Now here's SEO strategy 18, the last final strategy in this 3-part series. Yes, Kenny K, there were 3 parts to this series on SEO so that we can level up in 2026. What strategies do we need to employ on our channels so that we can reach full monetization within 365 days, so that we don't find ourselves in a predicament where we're losing watch hours day by day. You just want to grow. You want your watch hours to continue to grow. You don't want to be in a position where you are working on these watch hours towards full monetization beyond 365 days, because then at the same time that you're growing the watch hours, you're also losing some each day. So let's use strategy number 18. Follow your YouTube analytics. That is why they give you a whole separate app as a channel content creator. You get a separate app for your phone. And then, friends, when we talk about the YouTube analytics, if you really want to level up in 2026, use the desktop edition of YouTube Studio. Drop in the chat, creators. Drop in the chat, viewers. Tell me, which version do you use more of YouTube Studio? The desktop edition, the full edition, or do you use the short and quick app? Which version of YouTube Studio do you use more of? As we talk about SEO strategy number 18, using your YouTube analytics. Some people do quit after monetization. Yep, sure do. But I'm committed to grow my channel. Yes, Candy K has reached full monetization. But one thing about it, Candy K, I still got goals. I've got big goals because one thing about it, friends, one thing is for sure. Candy K's got a growth mindset. Candy K has a growth mindset. Low Carb Queen says, I use Studio on my phone, the very abbreviated YouTube Studio app on her phone, but only when necessary, only when she's on the go. If you really want to level up in 2026, friends, you need to be using that full-blown desktop edition of YouTube Studio. Yes, even on your phone, Poetic Tears, what you need to do is open a browser. Go into Internet Explorer, go into Safari, go into Chrome, and open up a browser tab and get outside of that YouTube Studio app. Beautiful I Am Color said, I use both, and Candy K uses both as well. I use both the YouTube Studio app on my smartphone, and then I also use the full-blown desktop edition in my browser on my laptop and on my iPad. Yes. If you really want to level up, I promise you're going to get way more data and way more understanding if you open up the full browser, the desktop edition of YouTube Studio. Friend, thank you all for joining me. I love this. I'll be welcoming content creators up in just a few minutes here to co-host this stream with me. Kyle says he accesses YouTube Studio from the iPad. Yes, I do too, Kyle. I do too. Friends, here are the other SEO strategies that we talked about as part of this 3-part series, using end screens and breaking our content up into chapters, using captions at the to underscore your content and make it more accessible to viewers and to the YouTube supercomputers. The YouTube supercomputers are reading those words in your title and in your captions and subtitles underneath your video as it is running. I did a captioned video yesterday. I had a long format video that premiered yesterday. It was on at-home sleep studies. I just did a sleep study, but I did it at home. And a lot of people had not yet heard about home-based sleep studies, so I did not have to visit a sleep center. And y'all, this was an informational video. It was an informational video. I was showing viewers exactly how to use those 3 devices that are part of that 3-part system in that at-home sleep study. And so I definitely wanted to provide captions or subtitles at the bottom of that screen so that friends who needed that, it just makes the content more accessible for the viewer and for the YouTube supercomputers. So it's not a shadow of a doubt that was a how-to video, and it's evergreen content for YouTube attached to Candy K all day. Friends, maybe that's where you need to go. Now, using the captions and adding the captions, that's kind of an advanced skill. That's kind of an advanced skill. But friends, it's kind of like this. It's kind of like this. Let's just talk about it. Friends, there are some things. Updating your old videos. Friends, if you've been on YouTube for 2 weeks, you've already got some older content that you can apply these SEO strategies to now. We're up to 18 strategies, friends, that will help you to optimize your content to get more views, so that you can convert those viewers into subscribers and grow your channel to full monetization and beyond. So here are strategies 11 through 15: end screens, chapters, captioning, being consistent. Michelle did such an awesome job as my co-host yesterday, talking about how she has become more consistent and the YouTube algorithm is responding. She is getting more views because now viewers and her subscribers know when to expect her. Right, she's doing more in the YouTube streets. She's dropping more content and doing more live streams. Thank you again, Michelle's Mirror, for co-hosting the stream with me, right along with Lala, the High Vibe Coach, plant-based nutrition. Y'all, so update those older videos. We're going to talk a little bit more about that during this live stream. And y'all, here you go. Here are some more of those YouTube optimization strategies. Friends, you need to be using hashtags and tags. What is the difference? You need to go into the description box for this episode of Shop Talk, click that playlist that has all my episodes, and there are many episodes, several episodes that tell you the difference and teach you the difference step by step between hashtags and tags and how to apply them to optimize your content. Friends, don't forget the title. Y'all, the title is so important. Friends, if you want to know where to start, Candy K, you said there are 18 strategies to optimize your channel. Yes. And if that's overwhelming, I get it, friends. If that's overwhelming for you, I get it. So what I would recommend to you, friends, is start here. Start by making sure you have an SEO optimized title. And then check your thumbnails. Optimize your thumbnail. That's the picture and any words you might put on the picture. Then move to the description and focus on the keywords. The keywords today are search engine optimization, SEO, so that you can level up and grow your channel to and through full monetization. Do you see how Candy K is using all of the keywords from her title, from my thumbnail, and letting you know that this is Shop Talk, episode 67. This is part 3 in a 3-part series on YouTube SEO. We're going to fix those old videos, and we're going to activate growth on our channels. So if you're a little overwhelmed with 18 strategies to employ all at the same time, here's the first 4 for you. Here are the first 4 for you. Work on your titles. Do better on your thumbnails. Now that you're learning some things, let's work on those thumbnails too. Let's optimize the description. The description is for your viewers to see what your content is going to be about, your long format videos and your live streams. But it's also for the YouTube supercomputers to see what your content is going to be about, so that they can put your content in the right place and on the right viewers' devices, so that you can get the click. They can tap into your content, into your long format videos and your live streams. Gemini Diva says, I'm taking notes. I am taking notes. Absolutely. Thank you, content creators. Gemini Diva says the keyword is SEO. SEO. I like that. Let's add that as a hashtag. Drop that in the channel. If you want me to put your comment on the screen, drop it. Hashtag SEO. We've got more questions coming in from the Content Creator Collective, and you know I like questions. We got a new question coming in from Journey with Pam. She says, to Low Carb Queen, but friends, we're all members of the Content Creator Collective, so share out your comments to this question as well. Do you wear a lapel mic when you are out and about? And do you put your phone on a small tripod? Hashtag y'all, Look Carb Queen, she was doing her thing in the YouTube streets this morning in the cold weather before the weather hits her area. There, she's on the East Coast. Before the weather turns bad in her area, she was out in the real streets running her errands. But she did a really good job of executing that live stream like a boss, like the boss that she is, friends. So I am sitting right here in front of my laptop. Right now, I am just using the microphone on my laptop. Anyone else? Share with Pam on Journey with Pam. She is thinking like a boss creator in 2026. She's trying to level up her game. She wants to know what should you do when you are out and about trying to capture content. Are you using an external lapel mic, or are you relying on the microphone on your camera or your cell phone? Kendi K fully optimized her channel, fully monetized my channel, starting with just a few over 200 subscribers to full monetization in just 6 months using just my iPhone 15 Pro Max. I still have not bought a secondary camera. Poetic Tears says that Sandra says she has a microphone but doesn't use it. I have external microphones. I bought them one during the Amazon Prime days, and I used it a little bit. And in fact, I just need to charge it and begin to use it again. Yep. Vicky's World says, I just use my cell phone, and I'm here to tell you, you can absolutely fully monetize your channel using just your cell phone. Low Carb Queen says, yes, I have an external microphone, but I never use it. Friends, it can all be done with the cell phone. I assure you. That's another thing. It's not about how much money you invest in growing your YouTube channel. It is not about how much money you invest in equipment. If you've got a cell phone, and they call these smartphones because the cell phone itself is a computer. It's a micro computer. And friends, you know how much these cell phones cost. They cost $800 to $1,000 or more. You have all the equipment you need to fully monetize a channel. Kendi K did it at 49. I monetized my channel at 49. I'm now 50 years old and still relying 85% of the time on my cell phone. My other device that I use for recording content is my laptop, for instance, today, because I'm going to show you visuals. That's part of what I do. That's how I create myself and my own little, in this niche called YouTuber education, this niche called Connect and Grow, safe spaces for content creators to ask questions and to grow their channels. I want to give you visuals, and that's part of my specialty, is being able to give you the visuals so that you can see what we're talking about. The YouTube algorithm can see what we're talking about and connect me with more new content creators, new and small content creators. I love being a new and small content creator because that makes me eligible for the Hype program. In order to be eligible for the Hype program, you have to at least be partially monetized. I noticed that too, Manjaro Journey with Pam. Yes, absolutely. I love to see these content creators dropping their channel links. No hashtag needed on that keyword to drop your channel link. I'll drop my channel link again so you can see exactly how to do it. You drop exactly what I did, and you can drop your keywords, drop your channel links. Sorry. Yes. Thank you, Kyle. Thank you all for being here. This is Kendi K all day. Y'all, SEO optimization is search engine optimization. It means that you're maximizing your YouTube channel by using specific strategies. We've talked about 18 of them over the last 3 episodes of Shop Talk. So y'all check out episode 65, episode 66, and episode 67. I call these my SEO strategy sessions so that we can level up in 2026 and grow our channels. Thank you all for joining me. This is Shop Talk. We are the Content Creator Collective. Low Carb Queen says, I love this SEO information because when I started YouTube, I had little to no help. Same here. Low Carb Queen. Absolutely. And it's a tough, lonely road full of questions that nobody is answering for you. Y'all, we want to take a pause for the cause and we need to pay some bills. We want to thank Pound Cake Experts for sponsoring this episode of Shop Talk. Y'all visit Pound Cake Experts on all social medias, featuring 50 flavors of gourmet pound cake, including vegan, sugar-free, and gluten-free options. My favorite flavor of Pound Cake Experts is that good old butter. And yes, they even have 7-Up pound cake, all homemade, 50 gourmet flavors of pound cake. Old-fashioned pound cake. Yes. The bakery is housed in Texas. And you know, everything's bigger in Texas. That's why they have 50 gourmet flavors of a pound cake. Yes. All cakes are made in a commercial kitchen. Absolutely. Thank you all for being a part of this episode of Shop Talk. Thank you all for joining in. Thank you all for staying locked in. Remember, for their friends, the SEO is a system and not a hack. SEO is a system and it's not a hack. So what does that mean? That means you're going to apply the 18 strategies that we've already looked at earlier in this video. If you're just joining us, welcome in, friends. So you're going to apply these strategies so that you too can grow your channel. This is a system. Employ as many other strategies in the system as you can so that you can accelerate the growth on your channel. Remember that your title and thumbnail work together, and your watch time, as your watch time increases. Moonjaro Journey with Pam just celebrated a success with us. She says that her watch hours have increased as she has been coming to the Content Creator Collective, Shop Talk, and talking shop with us. She's been able to connect with more content creators and connect her viewers more to her content by using these search engine optimization strategies, SEO strategies for short. Y'all remember that engagement tells the YouTube algorithm to send more people to your content, meaning it's going to apply your thumbnails to more viewers' devices. Your thumbnails become impressions. It's going to put more of your thumbnails, called impressions, in YouTube algorithm speak. It's going to put more of your impressions on viewers' devices based on the engagement. Yes, awesome beauty. Welcome back, friend. Welcome back. Friends, you want to create longer watch sessions with your viewers by putting out the best content that you can. Remember, whenever there's a weak link, that's going to slow the growth on your channel. So employ as many of these strategies as you can. The more strategies you employ, you're optimizing your channel. in every way. You are optimizing your channel in every way. We want to welcome in a Tampa's Creek, Homestead, and more. Great content creator, her and Mackenzie. They're doing big things in these YouTube streets. Y'all check out content creators, Tampa's Creek, Homestead, and more. Rodney, 1472. Salute. Salute to you, Rodney, 1472. Welcome in, friends. The Content Creator Collective is in full effect. Friends, if you are on the landscape stream in horizontal mode, feel free to drop your channel link, your channel link, friend. Feel free to drop your channel link. And I just dropped the keyword that you need to use in order to automatically drop your channel link into the comments so that other creators, other viewers can connect with you and your content. And friends, that channel profile picture is so important. I'm putting up, I am flowing through this chat so that I can be sure to shout out all these content creators, but y'all check out these channel profile pictures. It doesn't have to be a picture of you. Look at the low carb queen. And I believe that she told me this was a protein. This is what protein looks like. Low carb queen, tell me again what your image is, because I was so intrigued by it. Because it doesn't have to be a picture of you. But look at Kyle's vlog channel. What a great channel profile pic. Do y'all see that cruise ship in the background behind Kyle? Kyle, that's a 10 out of 10 for me on that channel profile pic. Y'all, that's the first introduction that people will have of you as you comment on other channels in these YouTube streets. That's your calling card. That's how people get to know you. Absolutely, friends. Yes, that is a protein. Yes, that is a protein. And that is what Low Carb Queen is using to represent herself. Look at her channel name. Her channel name is Low Carb Queen. So she is focusing on high protein, low carbs, and she's a member of the GLP-1 community. It all works well. It all works well. Absolutely, friends. Everyone's greeting, Tampa's Creek, Homestead, and more. Friends, here's some other things. This is what we're going to do, because now it's time. We've had 3 episodes now in this SEO strategy series. Did y'all hear Siri talking? Siri, I tell you, these devices are listening to us, friends. So make sure that you're using the keywords and you're speaking them aloud during your live stream and putting them in the description box of your content. Friends, this is what you're going to do now. Now you've got to activate the strategies. Now you've got to activate the SEO strategies, friends, so that you can level up in 2026. It's part of your brand. Low Carb Queen, y'all, what do you think? Low Carb Queen says, I've been thinking about changing my profile channel image. It doesn't have to be a picture of you if you don't want it to be. And she says, I've been thinking about changing it. So y'all, let's give her feedback. Drop in those comments. This is a content creator. She's asking us a question. What do you all think? She is using this image of protein as the Low Carb Queen to represent her channel page. Should she change? Possibly even use now a picture of herself? What do you think? Poetic Tears doesn't use a picture of themselves, but simply says Poetic Tears. Beautiful channel image, channel profile pic. Kendi K uses a picture of herself in my signature yellow color. But let me put that question back up, because it's coming from a member of the Content Creator Collective, and let's give her some feedback. Drop in the chat. What do you think? Friends, don't forget. So as we talk about, here's what I want you to do. Here's what I recommend that you do. We've got to put these 18 strategies that we looked at over the last 3 episodes of Shop Talk. It's now time to put these strategies into practice. And here's a quick refresh method that should take you about 15 minutes per video. Work on refreshing some of your old content first, and then employing these strategies, as many as you can, on all of your new long format videos and your live streams. Work on, go video by video, past live stream and videos, previous videos, one at a time, and spend about 15 minutes doing these things. Optimize your titles by using more keywords. Update your thumbnail if needed. Make sure that it's clear and it's cute. Clear and cute. And make sure that it directly speaks to the best parts of your content. If you don't have a description, this is an easy one that you can use to refresh. Kitty K, I need to add some descriptions. You need to add some sentences in the first 2 lines of every description box. Y'all, they give you 5,000 characters in a description box. And you're telling me you don't have not a single thing in any of your description boxes? That's why you don't have the watch hours that you want so desperately. Because you're not giving the YouTube supercomputers that are positioned all throughout the world, you're not giving those supercomputers enough information about your content. So it doesn't know where to put your content. It doesn't know which viewers need to see your thumbnails. You've got to feed the beast. You've got to feed the YouTube supercomputers. Feed them with good descriptions of what your content is going to be about. And you can do it on the back end. Here is a refresh method that has you spending about 15 minutes at a time on each of your previous videos and live streams. So that y'all don't delete any of your content. Don't delete anything unlisted. Unlisted. Now, if it violates YouTube Partner Program guidelines, or if it violates community guidelines, that's the content that should be deleted. Because what it will do is you might end up getting denied monetization, or they might rescind, take back their monetization. But otherwise, put the things on listed and do a refresh. Apply this SEO refresh method. Make sure that you focus on keywords. Keywords as you're speaking and talking during your live stream. Everything in this live stream is all about SEO, optimizing our content so that we can level up in 2026. Put all of your content into playlists. As I am looking at channels all the time, friends, that's how I can do. That's why I can support so many small and new content creators in the YouTube streets, because I spend some time checking out content. And it literally hurts my feelings, hurts my heart that folks are attending Shop Talk and you don't have a single playlist on your channel. What's holding you back, friend? You're holding yourself back. Because that is one of the strategies, is to put all your content into playlists. And then a pro tip, Candy K says, put your content, cross-reference it in multiple playlists. Multiple playlists. Absolutely. Poetic Tears, it says, do you think that they should change their profile pic? I like your profile pic because it says who you are, Poetic Tears. A lot of people started 2026 by putting up a new, fresh profile pic that represents them. And I'm still rolling with mine. Mine still speaks loudly for me because it's in my signature color, yellow. You know, yellow is my signature color. So I'm rolling with it. Here's my profile pic. I'm rolling with it. Jerry G says, I changed my profile pic from time to time, depending on what's going on. It's all about those saints. It's all about those saints for Jerry G. Jerry G was with us yesterday for Shop Talk, episode 66, all about SEO. SEO strategy session number 2, and this is SEO strategy session number 3. So that's what I am recommending, friends. I'm recommending that you apply these strategies. Spend about 15 minutes to refresh your recent videos, starting with your most recent videos first and work your way back, spending about 15 minutes on each one of those so that you get a keyword optimized, a title and description, and change the thumbnail if needed. Do all of those things. And then as you create new long format videos and live streams, apply the 18 strategies, as many of them as you can. Thank you all for joining me for this edition of Shop Talk. We are leveling up in 2026. Friends, this is content that I am going to apply this SEO strategy to. I'm going to apply this SEO strategy to this content that lies in my Coffee and Conversations content. That is my interview channel. And friends, I need to apply the refresh strategy because this content was getting great views, lots of watch hours, a tremendous amount of watch hours, but it's now January. This was part of my Vlogmas content of Coffee and Conversations. I did an extended interview with the godfather himself, Chip Lowe. Shout out to Chip Lowe of the Are You Locked In community. It's another connect and grow space here in the YouTube streets. But y'all, it's now January. And so what I have seen is a decline in the number of views this content is getting, because look at the beautiful thumbnail there, friends. But what's happened now? It's lost its timeliness. It's less relevant now because people think we're talking about Christmas, when really it's just an extended interview of Chip Lowe. So what am I going to do? I'm going to apply that SEO refresh strategy. I'm going to get a new thumbnail that is neutral so that I can continue to get watch hours on this evergreen content. It's an up close and personal interview behind the man, the myth, the legend, Chip Lowe of the Are You Locked In community. Y'all drop that in the chat, if you will. Hashtag Are You Locked In. It's a safe space for content creators to connect, to collaborate, and grow their channels. Yes. So it's going to be Coffee and Conversations featuring a Chip Lowe, but I'm going to get rid of all of the what? All of the Christmas theme. I'm going to refresh that thumbnail for sure, so that I can continue to get views and now make revenue off of that content. Of course I am. This is how you do boss moves in the YouTube streets. Boss moves in the YouTube streets, friends. This is how you level up, friends. This is how you do it, friends. This is how you do it. So I'm going to apply these strategies that we were just looking at. I'm going to keep the title Coffee and Conversations. I'm going to make Chip Low is already in the title because I always feature the channel name of the creator or anybody, whoever I'm interviewing, they're going to be a part of the title, but I'm going to remove this special holiday edition. It's no longer relevant because now we're in January and this is going to be evergreen. I'm not going to do anything to the video. The video still stands, okay? It was a great live stream in 2 formats, optimized for the viewer's pleasure in the landscape mode and in the vertical mode, optimized for smartphones. Hey, we want to welcome in Monique Poe. Welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Everyone speaking. Hey, did Slim Jim Longfoot slip in here? Let's find Slim Jim Longfoot. There he is. There he is. Welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Great. Look at that channel profile pic. Friends, it makes me want to click just to see more of what he's about. I saw Slim Jim Longfoot and another one of my good content creator friends, a member of the collective, Kiss from Jay and Goat 1408, Slim Jim Longfoot, featured here at the bottom of the screen there. They did a great collaboration. We just talked about it. It is one of the 18 search engine optimization strategies that I suggest you begin to employ. Collaborate with others so that you can connect yourself with new viewers in the YouTube streets. Absolutely. They did a great interview. It's from Jay. Did a great interview of Slim Jim Longfoot. Welcome in, content creators. Welcome in. Gemini Diva says, it is time to level up your YouTube game. Friends, thank you all for joining me for this Saturday edition, Saturday cold weather edition of ShopTalk, the content creator maker space. So, friends, let me finish sharing with you what I plan to do with this. So keeping all content the same. And what I will do as well is change the description here and make sure that there are no indicators about this being a special holiday edition. Just going to make it more evergreen, more general, just featuring a content creator that is on the move and on the rise. In fact, he started a movement. He is one of the godfathers of the Are You Locked In movement. So this was a up close and personal, the man behind the one of the key leaders of the Are You Locked In movement. And it's not really it's no formal membership is required. Just get connected, friends. That's how you get connected to the Are You Locked In movement. And just get connected, friends. Just get connected. But he shares so many strategies, and there are others as well. But so this is part of a larger series where I want to share safe spaces for you to connect with and to grow your channel. And this was one of the first connect and grow communities that I became familiar with. It was the Are You Locked In movement. And so I'm going to zhuzh up this thumbnail and make it more evergreen now that we are beyond the holiday season. And I'm doing nothing to the interview, the 2-hour interview with Chip Low. I'm doing nothing with that content because it's good content. It was a great interview, well received by the viewing public, and I want to push more views on it now. So I'm going to take off the holiday theme off the thumbnail and the title, and I'm going to zhuzh those up, and it's going to take me less than 15 minutes to do it. Y'all, we want to go into now the parade of channels, y'all, featuring so many channels that I come in contact with straight through ShopTalk. And y'all, I continue to add to this each and every time. And so I'm going to be using this channel parade, and you're going to see more from the channel parade. I've always had a bigger plan for the channel parades. And so thank you all for your patience and allowing me to really build out this as a concept on my channel, this idea of the channel parade for those who participate in Shop Talk. And so, friends, let me show you. Let me show you what I'm doing here in the background. And allow me to do this, if you will. Let me see if I can. I'm going to add, share my screen. And we're going to go over here to Nightbot, if I can. And let's look at Nightbot. Let's look at Nightbot, y'all. This is why I utilize Nightbot. One way is I can see who's been chatting it up in that chat. And friends, y'all, look for that co-host link. It's got the word StreamYard in it. I am getting ready to invite co-hosts to the stage. So y'all go ahead and let me drop that now, y'all. This is Nightbot. You should be seeing that on your screen at this moment, but I'm using the analytics that also come when you engage Nightbot on your channel. You certainly don't have to, but it is something that really allowed me to increase the engagement on my channel, and it gives me some deeper analytics, some real-time analytics with names attached to it. And let me just drop that co-host link in case anyone wants to join me as we finish this episode of Shop Talk. Let me drop that co-host link one more time so that it's right there in front of you at the chat. So when I look at Shop Talk at the at Nightbot at the dashboard for Nightbot, it allows folks to then be able to drop their channel link and connect and collaborate all throughout every episode of Shop Talk. And it shows me who my top chatters are. It says that Kyle Vlog is in there. Gemini Diva 79 Kitty K drops a lot of chat messages as well. Y'all, that's a pro tip. This is Shop Talk, and I am the facilitator of Shop Talk, but Kitty K still gets right down in that chat as well. We've got Kyle Vlog. He has changed his channel name, and he's got all words spelled correctly now. He's still chatting it up. Look, it's Lala, High Vibe Coach Nutrition, has given a lot of messages. Low Carb Queen, a lot of messages as well. Moonjaro Journey with Pam, friends. Guess what? I've got Moonjaro Journey with Pam, and she will be the next new creator that I add to my channel parade. Vicky's World, 2 moms, you're right in there. Thank you for all your messages during Shop Talk. Y'all, this lets me know who my top commenters are, and that is where I go to when I add my new channel pages to the channel parade. Yeah. And then, friends, I also add my channel members, the members of Candy K's crew, and that's crew with a K. So I just wanted to show you that and give you some of the behind the scenes and how we do that. Yes, absolutely. Moonjaro Journey with Pam says, Kitty K, I am already working behind the scenes to refresh some of my content. Y'all take it one at a time. Don't feel like if you have 25 long format videos that you need to SEO optimize all of them in a day. No, take one at a time, or say, you know what, today we're inside. A lot of folks are inside today because of the treacherous conditions outside. Stay inside, y'all. Stay connected to Shop Talk. Stay in the YouTube streets. Have a little bit of fun. And friends, do some things to get your channel flowing in the right direction. So you set a goal for yourself. You know what? Today, I'm going to set my timer for 15 minutes. Set a timer on your phone. Actually, give yourself 30 minutes. And I'm going to see what I can do in 30 minutes to optimize one of my recent videos or live streams. I like that. Moonjaro Journey with Pam. Absolutely, my friends. Absolutely. So, friends, let's get started with our parade of channels. Let's get started. And here it goes. We want to bring your attention to Lala, the high vibe coach, plant-based nutrition, and member of Candy K's crew, and that's crew with a K. Also a top commenter on this channel. We want to shout out one of our co-hosts from yesterday, along with Lala. We also had Michelle's Mirror made her debut as a Shop Talk co-host. Thank you for joining us. Y'all check out Michelle's Mirror. Friends, it's our good buddy Chip Lowe. Candy K has donned him the title, the Godfather of the Are You Locked In movement. Y'all check out this content creator. If you want to grow and if you want more strategies, friends, he does it well too. No tea, no shade. He does it well too. Y'all check out Chip Lowe 75, the Godfather of the Are You Locked In movement, and others, y'all. And others. Membership is open and always available. Just get connected. Just get connected. I like what Monique Poe is saying there. She says, hashtag Are You Locked In? Exactly, says Kyle. Y'all, thank you all for joining me for this edition of Shop Talk. We want to shout out Amy Loses It. Amy Loses It is on a GLP-1 journey, and she has really boosted her content, y'all. She just recently became, has it even been a week or just a little over a week? She became a fully monetized channel, and we helped her to get there. The Shop Talk Content Creator Collective helped her to get there. She came right on over. Someone had told her about our safe space for content creators to grow. She was in the last mile. She needed a couple dozen subscribers, and we just encourage folks to connect with her content. If it resonated with them, then they knew what steps to take. And y'all, look at her. She is now fully monetized on Amy Loses It, a member of the GLP-1, and she's on a weight loss and health and wellness journey. Yes, absolutely. Shout out to content creators who are just really seeing great growth on their channels. And I appreciate you coming to visit Shop Talk so that we can all connect, collaborate, and grow our channels by using these SEO, search engine optimization strategies, so that we can fix these old videos on our channels and activate growth using SEO. Another top commenter, a member of Candy K's crew, is Annette Harjarine. Y'all, some of the in fact, the music that you heard earlier in this stream was created by none other than Harjarine Annette D. Bossway. Thank you, friend. We've got Crazy Kid 949, member of Kitty K's crew and a frequent co-host on this channel. We've got Monique Poe, member of Candy K's crew and top commenter on this channel as well. Welcome in, Monique Poe. And friends, if you are a member of Candy K's crew, then that means that you will be on the prize wheel. Friends, I am doing a special winter weather prize wheel. What a great day, since we're all stuck in the house trying to stay safe in the treacherous weather conditions. I'll be doing a prize wheel today. It's going to be open to the public, so that means I'm probably going to do at least one opportunity. If you're not a member of Candy K's crew, you might be eligible to win a prize. It's going to be a game, a day of sorts for us. So check for that thumbnail. It will be coming out shortly. We want to shout out Tiff's Take, y'all. Let's really support this content creator. She has been very transparent. Look at some of her videos there talking about why she was denied monetization in the YouTube Partner Program. And she reminds us that you must be in compliance with YouTube Partner Program policies and community guidelines to remain in compliance on YouTube. It's JC Calamity Jane, a member of Candy K's crew and now fully monetized. Kudos to JC Calamity Jane, a frequent viewer on Shop Talk and member of the Content Creator Collective. It's Simply Sunshine Moments, just celebrated a birthday with us. Yes. Shout out to Simply Sunshine Moments. We've got Joshua Sickles. Top commenter, gets that top commenter badge on Kendi K's Shop Talk. And thank you for being you in the YouTube streets. Happy New Year, Joshua Sickles. Poetic Tears, there she is, a member of Kendi K's crew. Welcome in, friends. Welcome in. Y'all check out Poetic Tears and let her know that Kendi K sent you. It's Anthony Holmes, 71. Also has created some custom music for me, was the first who created custom for me, music for me, and does a lot of music for the Are You Locked In a community. If you've heard any of the graduation series, I've been playing that song, and wow, those people who know how to create those songs using all of the high-tech software and who just know how to do what they do. A shout out to everyone, including Anthony Holmes, 71. It's simply Debbie Sue. She dropped a new story yesterday on us on a Friday, and it's just like a warm hug. Simply Debbie Sue. She is a quintessential Southern lady in the YouTube streets. Check out Simply Debbie Sue. It's model Lori Ann, also a member of Kendi K's crew and friends. She is now fully monetized. Y'all check out model Lori Ann. It's our friend. I've got to update this now that you have a new channel name and you've got it right there. Y'all, let me put Kyle up here so that you can see Kyle Vlog channel, right? We're going to tweak his name. I will make that correction now, Kyle, because Kyle has corrected his channel name there, Kyle Vlog channel. Friends, I like the new version better for you, Kyle. Thank you. Yes. Jerry G says these are some great channels. I fully agree. Friends, it's Mary's Life channel, Mary's Life Journey, a member of Kendi K's group. Check out Mary's Life Journey, trying to reach initial monetization, and we can help her. Y'all check out these channels. I try to give you a really good visual of what some of their content looks like, and so if you're interested, you know what to do. It's Doses of Shani, also on a weight loss journey and as part of an overall health and wellness reboot. It's Doses of Shani. We want to welcome in Quietly Bernadine. Hey there, friend. Hey there. Hey. Yes. Okay, Kyle, thank you for pointing me. Kyle says he's got some questions in the chat, so let me flow back. We'll rest here for a second on Doses of Shiny, and y'all check out Quietly Bernadine, another great channel pick there. We like your channel pick, Quietly Bernadine. It shows us who you are and how you show up in the YouTube streets. Kyle asked this question: do you have to do it by desktop? How to install Nightbot? I'm not sure I know the answer to that. If you want to do Nightbot, I am going to do a Nightbot series. It has been asked for repeatedly. So you ask content creators and I am answering. I am going to do a multi-part series on Nightbot, including taking you through step-by-step how to initiate Nightbot on your channel. Kyle says, but do you have to do it by desktop? And I think he's saying to install Nightbot. I did it using my desktop computer. I did it, or on your laptop. But if you have a keyboard and a iPad, I think you can accomplish it that way as well. You need to be in a browser, though. You need to be in a browser. And Nightbot is a separate application that runs adjacent to YouTube. YouTube does allow it as a safe application to run along with YouTube. And it is what allows the channel links to drop. A great question there from Kyle. We want to say a special shout out to Jellybean 8119. Shout out to Jellybean 8119. Great content creator. And I've collaborated, and she gave me a great shout out in one of her recent community posts. Appreciate that too, my friend. Brit Family Fun has reached initial monetization. If y'all continue to support this content creator and her kiddos, great family-based channel. She does cooking. She does a segment on her channel called Get Fit with Brit. If you know her, y'all look at those thumbnails. The thumbnails alone make me want to click there. We want to share with you Coffee and No Cream. She's primarily a shorts channel, and it's Coffee No Cream with an E. Shout out content creators. And Broke But Bountifully Blessed has now reached 1,000 subscribers thanks to the Shop Talk Content Creator Collective. Y'all, thank you for your support of this beautiful content creator. It's our friend Carol. She is a retired lady, and she shares so much content. Really shows us how to save all of that fresh fruit and produce that you're able to pick up locally in your community as part of the pantries that are offered now in so many communities to help you supplement your food and groceries in your household. She shows us how to utilize that stuff and save it from. Sometimes that stuff goes bad so fast, but she shows us how to save it and to freeze it and how to cook it so that we can get good use out of those pantry items. It's Belt Loop 29. Everyone knows Belt Loop, but if you don't, here he is. Y'all check out Belt Loop 29. And it's our friend Ozaline. Thank you for joining us, Ozaline. We talked about you earlier, Ozaline. Welcome back, friend. Welcome. She's working today. And thank you for dropping in and dropping early comments on this stream, Ozaline. Thank you for joining us for this edition of Shop Talk. It's everything you need to know about SEO. It's part 3 in a 3-part series. We're going to fix our old videos and activate growth on our channels. Y'all, 18 SEO strategies for you to employ. We want to point your eyes to Brooklyn Beauty TV. Look at those thumbnails, y'all. Have fun with the thumbnails. And I always say, if you're not having fun on your YouTube channel, then you're doing YouTube the wrong way. Chicken Explorers, one of my favorite chicken channels, right along with JC, Calamity Jane, and Cali Chickens. Friends, if you want to connect with Kendi K, here's from Kendi K's channel. And friends, it is pronounced Kendi K all day. Y'all, thank you for joining me for this edition of Shop Talk. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you staying here with us. Friends, look for the thumbnails. I'll be back today because I'm staying in because we've got freezing rain in my area. Thank you all for joining me. It's that time again, we shine again. From Memphis to the Northwest wind. It's love, it's life, it's every day. Candy K all day. Morning like coffee in hand, making moves with a master plan. Simple things make the spirit stay. We find our joy in the everyday. Keep it real, that's the only way. For the love and all you make. From hill prep to dreams that play. We glow up in our own day. We living, we vibing. Good food, good love, we thriving. Every gem she drops, we find it our way. Candy K all day.